And by the way, before the end of the hour, buy, sell, and hold. Joel Klatt, Eric Davis, Eric Mangini. Let's bring in Chris Broussard, our NBA guy, our NBA guru. So last night, I talked to somebody that I think we both know and we respect. And the Lakers like Lonzo's length. They like his quickness. They think he's good for a culture change. They think he has remarkable vision. But there is a growing belief that he is passive, and they can't figure it out. And they're not sure if passive people ever become. Michael Jordan came out of the womb. He's a fighter. So my source last night, and then I tried to double check it and got some confirmation back, is this is a thing. Do you hear about that?
Yes, because I've said, and others have said too, that he's Jason Kidd. You may have said that too. We may have agreed on that. And when I talk to people in the league, some will give you that, but a good number of people have been like, Kidd was a lot more aggressive, not only offensively, but defensively.
Yeah, he was a very very aggressive defensive
He was a great defender.
Yes.
And he was more in your face and stuff like that, not verbally, but in terms of his game than Lonzo is. Now, here's what I'll say about Lonzo. If the Lakers are just recognizing that, did you scout him? I mean, watch him at UCLA. Now, he would go get a bucket when they needed it, but he is not. He was, even at UCLA, he wasn't dribbling the ball a ton compared to what most point guards do.
He does
now.
What they call.
He gets it up.
That's his DNA.
If he would get the outlet pass at the three-quarter court line and dribble up to the free throw line and then make a decision, people would feel like he's being more aggressive. He's going to get it at the three-quarter line and pass it ahead to whoever is ahead of him. And he may get a hockey assist. He may get an assist. He doesn't seem to really care whether or not he gets an assist.
I'm totally fine with that. But I said this earlier. Of all my years in the media, my 30 years in the media, that brilliant and passive gets crushed by smart and aggressive. Aggressive wins in technology. It wins in our media. It wins in sports. Tom Brady's aggressive. Passive doesn't win in sports. It never has.
He's going to have to find a happy medium for himself because I don't think he's ever going to be attacking constantly like a Russell Westbrook. That's an extreme.
Right.
But he does have to be more aggressive, or you become a Ricky Rubio or a Rajon Rondo post-Boston.
That's not what they think they're getting.
Exactly. They want more than that. And I think a factor, and this is how I think he'll improve, right now he's not strong enough to finish at the rim when there's any major contest there. So that has him hesitant. And he can't shoot mid-range jumpers unless he's going left.
So this is upstairs now.
Yeah, I think when you know if I penetrate, I'm going to have to pass it. Like I'm not going to – there's no options for me other than pass. I think that limits you. So I think as he works on that, he's probably going to have to change that shot. Then I think he'll be more aggressive.
Your sources have been giving you some information on Kyrie Irving. The Celtics, I think, tonight host the Lakers. What are your sources, Broussard, saying about Kyrie Irving?
Well, Kyrie, I'm told, is happy as a clam in Boston. This is from people close to him and the family. And because he's playing the way he wanted to play. He's handling the ball. He's being the point guard. But also, remember, he had a couple days ago a quote about, like, an intellectual coach.
Kind of a shot at Ty Lue.
Yeah, it was definitely a shot. And he likes that, though, cutting, hockey assist, not isolation basketball. He used to tell people close to him during this great run they had in Cleveland that he would complain like, man, I'm getting this reputation as a selfish one-on-one player. And he's right. That was his reputation.
Oh, no question.
That was completely his reputation.
He was an ISO act.
Yeah, and he didn't like that. And so that is all played into, of the myriad of reasons that he left. Those were some of them. And now he is just tickled pink with what's going on in Boston. And there's no question right now, Cleveland misses him a lot more than he misses them.
No question. Okay, so I know Christine thinks I'm tough on Russell Westbrook, but I am willing to move off criticism. I said this. I'm watching. I think we have a graph. Paul George, Melo, and Russell Westbrook. This is funny. Look so far at their averages. They're identical.
That's incredible.
It's incredible. And here's what's happening. They're being too nice. And my argument's this. I know I've been tough on Westbrook. This is his team. By the way, the Warriors are Steph's team. But in the finals, Steph's like, it's not my time, it's my team. Russell Westbrook here, when I look at those numbers, he's being too nice. Dude, it is your team. It is not Carmelo's team. It is not
Melo thinks it's his team.
And that's the problem. But Russell Westbrook, to me, and this is the only time I've seen it in his career, he's turned into a nice guy. Take the team over.
Well, it's definitely Westbrook's team. You're right about that. But here's the thing. Remember last year, before Durant got hurt, and even after he came back, it was the same. Like, Steph ended up leading the team with 18 shots a game.
Right.
Klay was 17. Durant was 16. Before Durant got hurt, Klay and Steph were both around 17, and Durant was right at 16-8 or something like that.
Yeah.
So they were close, too. So I don't think it's, some people have suggested they're trying to make sure they all get basically the same amount of shots.
Let's not do that.
I don't think that's happening. I think there's a few things happening. Russ has adjusted more than anybody. There's no question. I mean, he's sharing the ball more than those two. I think his shots are up or around theirs because at times when they get behind, he just kind of goes like, okay, let me kind of take over and start shooting. And that's what happens. But look, first of all, I'm not surprised about their record because this is going to be an adjustment. You have three isolation-heavy players who've been that way their entire career.
You predicted this.
Yeah, so, I mean, Miami was 9-8 in 2010.
You predicted. I said they'd go to 55 wins. You kept saying you got to give them 2 months.
I think they'll get it together, but, yeah, this is not surprising. But I think what you see happening, because they're taking quick shots. There is really not much ball movement at all. It's never switching sides of the floor. Melo gets it, it's up. Paul George gets it, it's up. And I think they're getting more open looks than they're used to getting because Paul George was the only great offensive player in Indiana.
Yeah.
Carmelo, same thing in New York. Westbrook last year. So Melo and George look at these shots. They're not bad shots. They're wide open shots, and they're like, I'm open, so I'm shooting.
So just
but
give it,
they
let
need
it
to
bake.
get more movement.
By the way, last minute, Chris Broussard. I'm not even going to talk LeBron. You know what I want to talk about? There are certain places, and I've said this before. There is nothing like Yankee Stadium. I've been to games at Yankee Stadium, and I've been to games at Fenway, and I've been to games at Wrigley. I've been to about 20 of the parks. Like Yankee Stadium and Fenway Park feel different.
Yep.
It's just cooler. Listen, man. When you're in Los Angeles and the Lakers are rolling and you got movie stars all around you, it's the best looking group of people. When the Lakers are winning, it's different than the Pacers winning. And so I'm watching Porzingis and the Knicks, and I swear by this. I've never gone to a basketball arena and felt the way I felt in Madison Square Garden. When the Knicks are good.
It's great when they're good. Yeah.
I don't know what it is, Chris. You work for the Times. It's guttural. Yep. It's visceral. It's raw. Can they get one more player with Porzingis in the next year? Because he is now a star in this league.
No question. There's no question. They will become a destination place. Obviously, New York is a great city. Players like playing in Madison Square Garden, as you say, and you're in front of stars. There's rappers, celebrities, all.
But Porzingis now,
he's a draw. He's not a selfish player.
No.
He's not just putting up big numbers. But I'm probably not going to get the ball if I play with him. He is a great player. It is fair. Now I would take Giannis. But it is a legit question. Maybe you wouldn't.
No, Giannis is going to give you 37. Can't shoot.
He cannot
shoot. I'd take Porzingis. You would take
It's a legit question. Just the fact that it's a legitimate question.
Did you see him beat Monk off the dribble last night?
Oh, he
took a guard off the dribble.
He's fantastic, and he does it. He's pretty good on the defensive end because he's active and he's long. He's got attitude.
He is special.
Yeah, I love him, and I do think he will be a draw because the reason people don't want to go to New York and lose.
It's humiliating.
If they think they can go there and win,
it's the biggest party in the league.
New York magnifies everything. So if you're bad there, you're the worst ever. Like Isaiah Thomas, he wasn't the worst GM ever, but because it was New York. Jeremy Lin. If you're good there, it's the best ever. Jeremy Lin. If he had that run in Milwaukee, it wouldn't have even been a big deal.
Wouldn't have been a story.
But it was Linsanity in New York. So, yeah, they can get some people.
Am I crazy for saying that? I like
No,
Porzingis.
no.
Giannis is a physical freak. But Porzingis is 7'2" and can hit three. He's a more skilled basketball player. I think Porzingis.
No, I think it's arguable. Give me a couple weeks, I might switch over too. But right now, I'm sticking with the Greek freak.
All right, good seeing you, bud. Joel Klatt's all worked up. What are the Giants to do with Eli Manning? Interesting story out of New York on Eli from ownership. Coming up, if you want to protect your home this holiday season, listen up. Cool, my listeners now have early access to Simply Safe's biggest Black Friday sale ever. This is a lot. $200 off Simply Safe's home security system this holiday. $200 off. Okay, that's a pre-holiday sale. SimplySafeColin.com. They've made everything about security effortless. You already lift a finger. You order it online, delivered to your door, free shipping, less than an hour to set it up, and it's under $15 a month. Okay, you don't have to be in electronics to figure out Simply Safe. No hidden fees, no long-term contract. Get $200 off. This ends on November 13th. You've got a week. SimplySafeColin.com. SimplySafeColin.com.